1 second. All right, Mr. Chairman, you can start whenever you'd like to.
Okay, first off, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Lyon Township Board of Appeals meeting. As a brief introduction, the Zoning Board of Appeals is a 5-member quasi-judicial body appointed by the Lyon Township Board of Trustees per the Michigan Zoning Enabling Act. Matters pending before the Zoning Board of Appeals are decided on a case-by-case basis. Any appeal of a decision made by the Zoning Board of Appeals is subject to circuit court review. Each case will be called separately in the order shown on tonight's agenda. There will be an opportunity for public comment at one point during each case, of which we only have one tonight, I think. We don't have anything new, right?
Correct.
Okay. All persons wishing to comment will be asked to provide their name and address at the time and address your comments to the board, not to the applicant or other members of the public. Please make your comments brief. Comments by the neighborhood association will be considered as part of the factual information presented to the board, but it's not the determining factor for approval or denial. Please confine comments to the specific request before the board. For a request to be successful, an affirmative vote of at least 3 members present is required. Hope this provides you a better understanding of what you can expect at tonight's meeting. Thank you. And now I officially call the meeting to order. Shall we do the Pledge of Allegiance to start with?
Yes. I pledge allegiance
To the flag
of the United States of America,
And
to
to the republic for which it stands,
one
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, Kelly, are you ready to do the roll call?
Sure. Mike
In here, is that Mike or was that me?
Sorry, Mike.
Mike Barber, I'm present in the township at my house.
Lisa Blades,
Present in Lyon Township.
Jim Chuck,
Present, Lyon Township, Oakland County.
Tony Rainey.
President in Lyon Township. Okay, we need an approval of the agenda.
Do we need a motion to excuse Dean? If so, I'll make that.
Yes, I believe that would be.
No,
appropriate.
you don't have to actually make a formal motion on that, so.
Oh, okay.
I'll make a motion to approve tonight's agenda as presented.
So support.
I'll second it. Mike Barber.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion's carried. Approval of the draft minutes.
Motion to approve once again as submitted.
I'm second. Mike Barber.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
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 Motion is carried. Okay, the first matter and only one on the agenda is Mr. Igor Tarducci. I believe that's right. Say
Yes,
correct.
that's spot on. That's spot on.
Thank you. 59-351 Trelawney Road, New Hudson, Michigan. And would you like to tell us what you're looking for here?
Yeah, so thank you very much for taking me on this agenda. Since I'm the only one, I'll try to make it quick here. But what I'm looking to do is I purchased the house, which was a group home. I found out it was like since 1983, it was designed as a group home and operated as a group home until I purchased it. So I'm actually going in and rehabbing the whole thing. With that being said, I definitely want an outbuilding. One of the reasons I'm moving out of Novi, finding that piece of property there, I thought that I could put whatever garage I wanted on it. Obviously, I found out after talking to Mark and stuff like that, that I needed to go to the ZBA. Being that it has an attached garage that isn't accessible to the house, I was going to close that off. My kids have a goofy thing. We had family friends who had a tragedy at their house about their their garage connected to their house. So they prefer if I just have my stuff separate. I'm a car collector. So I this whole thing popped up about, putting the garage in the back of the house since the lot is so big, closing off the garage that's connected to the house, making it a game room. And that's what I'm bringing to you, the board. So after sitting down with Mark and figuring out what, I think mine's 1.51 acres. It came out to like 1,359 square feet, which was the outbuilding that was allowable. Then my thought process was, well, if I remove my garage, so I don't have, it's not really an outbuilding to be like only garage. I added that square footage to it, and then designed a garage pretty much around that. It's a little bit smaller. So it's 64 feet wide, 30 feet deep, which gives me 3 double garage doors. I guess I have some classic cars. I have some exotic cars. So everything will be stored indoors there. And so I know when I was talking to Mark, going about like, what constitutes like my, I guess, privilege to do something on that age. I go around, I do see that that other people have outbuildings, but they also have, carports and stuff stored outside. Well, I'm a CPA by trade, so I'm kind of anal. That's not how I like my stuff. I want all my stuff stored inside, and that's pretty much the story, is making it, it's a big tract of land. When I say big tract of land, for a boy from now living in Novi, it's 204 feet wide, 322 feet deep, and I'm not trying to put it like on a corner. I'm 40 feet off the back and 30 feet off the side. I've spoken to all the neighbors, telling them exactly what I'm doing. It's my personal stuff. There won't be anything else besides my own personal cars in there. Not working on them. I don't wrench or anything like that. Mine are pretty much done. And that's it. So it was the whole thought process was putting a driveway, because right now it's asphalt, a horseshoe driveway, because like I said, it was a group home. So I had a lot of vans and stuff on that nature. Pulling all that out, I'll be putting all in cement. I'm Italian, so it's only can be cement, no asphalt. And then I'll be running a driveway all the way alongside, and to be actually the neighbor that I'm putting it alongside of, Rick, he was the one that actually mentioned putting it on that side. I was actually going to put it on the far side next to Bob's house, but so it'll run down there. It'll be cement, no gravel, nothing on that. It's not going to be a pole barn. It's going to be a stick built with full footings, stick built, fully insulated. No like bathroom or anything on that nature, but it'll just be, a car garage. I don't know what
Okay.
else. I don't know what else I can tell you guys.
That's fine. Anybody on the board have any questions?
Well, I was an electrical contractor. If you have like 3 or 4 cars in a garage, because of the gas tank and fuse, it was considered a hazardous explosion area, like a service station, and requires special wiring and explosion-proof lights and that sort of thing. You have to get with the codes nowadays and see what might be required in the building codes on that.
100%.
I don't know what they would tell you.
But it'll all be permitted. It's nothing off the grid. I'm saying it'll be fully permitted, done to specs. If anything, I think it'll make the whole neighborhood proud. Like I said, I'll probably plan on putting probably $100,000 in this garage. So it's going to be done. It's going to be done right to code. Everything's going to be done through the city. So
I got a letter. Just my last comment. I got a letter from my Allstate. I have my homeowner's insurance, and I got a horse barn. And they said that if there's any gasoline or propane storage in any of the buildings, they will not be insured. Just letting you know, just a heads up for your information,
yeah.
Are you there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, everybody quit you moving. I thought maybe my computer froze or something.
No, we got you, Mike. We heard you.
Okay. I'm done.
Okay. Anybody else? Chuck, Lisa?
Well, should
ahead,
we have
Lisa.
Brian review his letter with us?
Yes, that's, I was just wondering if anybody else had a comment first. That was the next question. Brian, would you go over what you guys had there? You're muted.
Thank
There you
you.
go.
Over a year now, and I still can't figure it out.
I know.
Okay. You can review our April 16th letter, and I'll just give a couple of highlights. Mr. Tarducci is right. The allowable square footage that he has is actually the same. That is, it's based on a formula, 900 square feet per acre for a total of all of your accessory buildings on a site. So he'd be permitted 1359. The request for a 1,935 square foot accessory structure is about 550, just under 550 square feet over that. Based on the standards for granting a dimensional variance, we find that it doesn't meet most of the criteria in the ordinance. I think the most applicable here is the self-created nature of the property. You know, there's a large open space, but there's no characteristics of the site that would dictate that this has to be larger in order to allow this use. And so that, among the others in our review, would dictate that we don't find conditions present that would justify the need for the variance. So I can take any questions you might have specific to those standards.
Okay, anybody, Chuck, anything? Anybody else got anything?
Yeah, I mean, that's the one that sticks out in my mind. And, you know, I can understand and empathize with a car collector, but in the end, self-created, and you still got almost 1,400 square feet. And that is one of 5 criteria, and it's the most important one. So right at this moment, it's going to be pretty tough for me to support the variance. You know, I don't know, 576 square feet. I don't know if that's 2 cars or 3 cars, but
2 car, 24 by 24.
No, but yeah, okay. 24 by 24, right. So you're talking about potentially 2 less cars without the variance. That's where I was going with. That's really all I have to say at this point. If anyone else has anything to add.
Brian, I have a question. When a garage is an attached garage to the home, is that considered an accessory building?
No, I think an accessory building is detached, like a special extra normally.
Wait,
is an
wait,
accessory.
Brian, I'm asking
Yeah.
Brian.
It's
Brian.
an accessory use to the main. I mean, the main use that we're permitting is single family residential here. So it is still accessory. It is accessory, though, that does not count towards this 900 square foot calculation. So you could do the garage plus the 900 square feet per 1.5 acres here.
Okay, thank you. Actually, another question that it's not, I guess it's not necessarily the specific to the house. Let's say, for instance, you have a home and you have a detached garage that is clearly a garage. Is that garage, even though it's detached, is that an accessory building, or is that considered?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You could have multiple detached garages so long as you don't exceed that 900 times the size of the property.
Oh,
Okay.
so you're saying I could put up 2 1,359 square foot buildings then?
No,
That's
No.
not what he
You
said.
The total square footage can only equal that 1359 or whatever it is. Yeah.
correct.
Yeah,
But
because
what he did say is that does not include your existing 2-car garage. Okay,
but that's what I'm getting rid of. It
but
won't.
if you kept it, you would have that as well. So,
Well, yeah.
Okay, anything else? Okay, we're gonna open the meeting to public comment here. If there's anybody, have we got anybody?
No, we currently do not have anyone from the public, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, well, then we will close the public comment then.
Because
So,
I went around and did talk to neighbors. I think the Zoom thing throws people off because, like I said, I think there's only one guy besides myself that isn't retired on the whole street. So I don't know if that, but I did go around, tell everybody what I was doing. So like I said, I've met the neighbors, and the thing that, I understand what you're saying about the size and all that, but like the aesthetics of it, if you go around that people have an extra building and then they have carports that are just out there so they can cover their RVs, and then you have RVs wrapped in like, I don't want to say a car cover, but an RV cover sitting out there. Like, to me, that's less aesthetically pleasing than actually storing it inside of a garage. So it seems like if you drive around that area, even down Pontiac Trail, you'll see people have 3 and 4 outbuildings. So they fall in the same situation. So I just don't know what exactly creates that. So if I go and put up a 1,359 square feet, I can put up 4 carports, because it doesn't seem like that's part of it, right? Because all these people do have carports on that street. So
well, the thing is that it's all a matter of, are they covering more than the 1,359 or whatever?
100%. 100%.
That's
Wait. Yeah.
And if
First
they're
of all,
not, and they can have
Yeah.
as many as they want, as long as they don't total more than that.
First of all, you have to understand that this is your request for a variance.
100%.
Each variance is decided on the specific facts before the ZBA, okay? So even if something exists somewhere, that doesn't create any precedent or obligation on behalf of the ZBA to approve you. So you need to come in here and recognizing the standards you have to meet to show practical difficulty. That's what you have to show. So you need to focus on those rather than talking about other buildings that might exist somewhere that may or may not comply with the ordinance or may not have been granted a variance previously.
Understood.
Okay.
No, when I was told, talking to people in the township where, take pictures and stuff on that nature. So that's the reason why I mentioned it. This is my first time ever in front of a ZBA. So that was their suggestions to me. That wasn't my own. So that's why, this being on Zoom, obviously I didn't want to post pictures and stuff like that. I don't think that's right. But I just wanted to bring that up.
Well, Brian, in reviewing your letter, I think there are 2 big items that stand out to me, and a third that is a little bit, it's not at the very top of the list, but the first item that stands out to me is item D, which is the need for the variance is due to unique circumstance peculiar to the property. And this request really does not demonstrate that. As you stated in the letter, the property is similar in size to others in the neighborhood and vicinity. And then I think Mr. Chuck also mentioned this item about being self-created. And so I can't really seem to get behind, or I can't get past item D and E. And it's not that, I mean, the main component is that any applicant has to meet all of the requirements. And like he misses the mark on D and E, but then also I'm kind of hung up too, like item C, where it talks about the, let's see. Actually, no, it's not item C. It is, I'm trying to look at my second screen. It's whichever one deals with the least.
Yeah, it's item C.
Is it?
Yes, and so the request is for 42% increase in the allowable size. That's what you're going for.
So I mean, I can understand I would maybe be a little bit more open to some discussion about that if this was a variance for a very specific amount of space, square footage, that to accommodate maybe a particular vehicle or a particular situation, like, look, I just need, you know, seven more feet, but that's not necessarily the case either. So again, I'd like to just kind of look at item D, E, and at the top of my list that really are missing the mark completely. And kind of in third place would be item C, that it just does not meet all 5 of these requirements.
Okay, so Chair will entertain a motion concerning this matter, one way or the other.
All right, I'll take a chance here. I'll make a motion. Sidwell number 21-05-426-036. Applicant requests a variance from section 18.03B1 of the zoning ordinance, which requires detached accessory buildings on lots 20,000 square feet or greater to not exceed the parcel size in acres multiplied by 900. Subject parcel is 1.51 acres, allowing for a maximum size of 1,359 square feet. The applicant wishes to construct a detached accessory building that measures a maximum size of 1,935 square feet. Therefore, a variance of 576 feet is being requested. And I will request that this be denied based on the information provided as it relates to being self-made, self-constructed, along with the fact that, as was noted, the 42% variance, along with the fact that it's not unique to this property. What the applicant is trying to accomplish can still be accomplished with 1,359 square feet. That's my motion.
There's support.
I'll support.
Okay, it's been moved and supported to deny the applicant his variance request. Is there any further discussion from the board? Hearing none, we will vote. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion is carried.
So you guys rather have a group home with like multi-family inside of a residential than to have a guy who's gonna bring $500,000 in cars into a residential area. Kind of crazy. I'm saying, doesn't make sense. You talk to all the neighbors when you had six headbangers living in one house and they're so happy to get rid of them. And you're gonna have someone who's gonna come in and put $500,000 into a house and it gets denied.
Well, that's the
Crazy.
thing is,
I know,
the
I'm
thing
just
is
saying.
that it's the ordinance that are there. We have to stick
Well,
by the ordinances.
It's a residential, it's also a residential parcel.
Okay,
And you guys-
Yes, yes,
The
we're-
motion has been made and passed,
That's fine.
all right? There's
Yep.
ordinance requirements you have to meet. The ZBA determined you have not met them,
Yeah.
okay? All right,
Agreed.
thank you.
With that, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, all in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried. We are adjourned.
Thanks. Good night, everybody.
Yep. Good night,
Thank
everyone.
you,
See
Carol.
next month.
Thanks, everybody.